The Silverado Hawks continue to provide spectacular down-to-the-wire dramatics as the team advances in the postseason. No highlights more exciting than this thriller in the state regional quarterfinals. Marquael Wright dials long distance and connects, saving the Hawks from elimination in what becomes Silverado's 72-67 overtime victory over San Diego. The Hawks rally from behind time and time again to stay alive, and heroes are numerous. This Kyrie Manning 3 sparks the team's rally after falling behind by 5 in overtime. This George Thanars free throw cuts San Diego's lead to 1. Then the 6'5 senior rebounds and scores to give Silverado their first lead in OT. Jalen Hartwill's drive to the basket needed to put the Hawks ahead to stay with 30 seconds to play. Clutch free throws by Kamai Keys and Jalen Hartwill put the game away and send Coach Michael Record's Hawks into the state regionals semifinals. San Diego and Silverado evenly matched adversaries, both teams' tallest starter 6'2". The visiting Cavers leading scorers their backcourt, same as Silverado. San Diego won the CIF San Diego Division 3 championship and enters this Southern California Division 4 regionals quarterfinals with 23 victories in 31 games. The Cavers are San Diego City champions. Silverado was ranked number 1 in CIF 4AA polls from preseason to the end of regular season play, then dropped to a number 3 seed in the playoffs after losing twice to Adelanto for the Desert Sky League title. The Hawks, winners of 28 of 34 coming off a lopsided opening round win over Quartz Hill. Jalen Hartwill runs down the rebound, knocked away by Marquael Wright. Up court to Kyrie Manning, to Marquael Wright, to Jalen Hartwill, whose shot is blocked. He recovers, withstands the contact, and scores the first 2 points of the game. Jalen Hartwill, an outstanding run in the state regionals, 17 last game, 19 this night. Hawks perimeter passing against the Cavers zone defense. Marquael Wright's drive draws 2 defenders. He sends it to Kamai Keys. It is 4-2. 10 points this night for Kamai Keys. Hawks pound the offensive board. Jalen Hartwill finally coming up with it. Up and in. 6-2 Silverado 2 minutes in. San Diego scores 4 straight to tie it at 6. Anthony Austin tough to the hoop, and the Hawks back up 8-6. San Diego also blew out their first-round opponent in the regional tourney, the Cavers jumping out to an 18-8 first-quarter lead against Valhalla Valley. They have tied the score at 8 here as a trading baskets sequence is underway midway through quarter number 1. Jalen Hartwill's third basket in the first 5 minutes puts the Hawks back up 10-8. Kyrie Manning follows a Marquael Wright breakaway basket with the jumper beyond the three-point arc, and Silverado's lead is 13-8. The Hawks make it 8 unanswered points following an Anthony Austin free throw with the Kamai Keys basket underneath. Assist Marquael Wright, 16-8 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Marquael Wright's drive shot makes it 18-10. The Cavers jumper closes out first quarter scoring of the war at 18-12. That end of the first quarter basket jumpstarts the San Diego run of 12 unanswered points. The Cavers build a 24-18 lead as their shots begin to fall. It takes a Marquael Wright drive shot to right the ship. The baseline runner halts San Diego's run and pulls the Hawks within 4, 24-20. We are midway through the second quarter. Kyrie Manning the steal to Anthony Austin on the breakaway. Hawks down 2, and San Diego calls a timeout. The visiting Cavers respond with another run, 8-3 this time. The Jalen Hartwill drive shot, the final points of the first half. Silverado down by 5 heading to the locker room at halftime. The score is 32-27. Silverado major comeback number 1 starts midway through the third quarter. San Diego scores the first 4 points of the second half. Hawks trailing by 9. Kyrie Manning, another of his outside jumpers. 11 points this game for the 5'10 junior. Jalen Hartwill navigates the tough route back, driving through Cavers defenders to pull Silverado within 5, 38-33. Marquael Wright Hawks in the early stages of a 13-3 surge. 18 points this night for Marquael Wright. We see one Hawk after another step up and come through in this pressure-packed situation. Anthony Austin, the next 3 Silverado points, the drive shot, and the Hawks have cut the Cavers' lead to 3, 38-35. George Thanars strong to the basket. Silverado within 1, 38-37. Hawks defense, as always, spearheading the rally. Anthony Austin the steal. Jalen Hartwill hits the board and hits the follow-up. And Silverado has taken the lead, 39-38. Kamai Keys, the steal. The 6'2 senior is fouled driving to the basket. If he can convert, he will be the 6th Hawk to score in this rally. Kamai Keys hits the first, then the second, and it is 41-38. Anthony Austin's free throw closes out third quarter scoring. Silverado enters the fourth quarter leading 42-39. Kamai Keys returns to the free throw line to open Silverado's fourth quarter scoring. The Hawks maintain their 3-point lead 44-41. The Anthony Austin breakaway, 46-42, 13 this night for the 6-foot senior. When Kyrie Manning connects on another from beyond the arc, the lead is 49-42 with 6 minutes to go in regulation. The Cavers do not waver. San Diego rallies with 5 unanswered points in 30 seconds, pulling within 1, 49-48. Jalen Hartwill interrupts the rally, hitting 2 from the foul line, 51-48 at the 5-minute mark. San Diego charges back. 5 more unanswered points to go ahead, 53-51, 4 minutes to play in the fourth. When Anthony Austin hits the drive shot, Silverado is back within 1, 55-54. San Diego has gone ahead 57-54, and Anthony Austin is fouled out with 2 minutes to play. Marquael Wright throws it right back into a tie, 57-57, with 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. San Diego scores 3 points on free throws, and the Cavers lead 60-57 with 20 seconds to play. What happens next is kind of like really exciting. Marquael Wright inbounds to George Thanars, quickly to Jalen Hartwill. Hawks need a 3 or the season is over. George Thanars gets it to Marquael Wright from way beyond the arc. We go to overtime.
Tell me what you felt like as you went into overtime.
I just felt like we just got to step up and play our game, and that's exactly what we did.
It was hardly anticlimactic following the shot heard round the regionals. Another come-from-behind effort is needed in the 4-minute overtime to stave off elimination. Silverado trails by 5 with a minute and a half to play when Kyrie Manning hits this 3 to ignite the Hawks' game-winning rally, pulling the Hawks within 2. This George Thanars free throw cuts San Diego's lead to 1. Then it is George Thanars rebounding at the San Diego end, getting it to Kyrie Manning, who crosses into the attacking zone to Marquael Wright, and it is George Thanars with the tip-in that gives the Hawks their first lead in overtime. 1 minute to play before one of these teams' season comes to an end. San Diego scores. It is 67-66. Cavers requiring one more heavy dose of Jalen Hartwill heroics to put the Hawks ahead to stay. It comes on the drive shot to the basket that makes it 68-67 with 30 seconds on the clock. His mindset when the team is headed into overtime?
What was going through your mind as you go into overtime?
Defensively, we had to step up, take our time, slow down. We had the game on our side, had the clock on our side, and then it got ahead, so we had to pick up the pace. And offensively, we just had to run our sets, and then, kind of just read the defense, read and react, go off our instinct,
Free throws by Kamai Keys and Jalen Hartwill put the game away and send the Silverado Hawks into the state regionals semifinals. About those free throws?
What were you thinking when you go up to the free throw line and you know that you've got the game in the balance?
Honestly, I wasn't really thinking nothing. It's kind of like everything's on now, just me in the rim. Like, it was no crowd, no nothing. It was just me by myself in the gym. So that's kind of my mindset. Just go back to how you shoot in the backyard.
Keep the Silverado train going. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Down Home Grill Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by Down Home Grill. Burgers from organic grass-fed beef. Breakfast from organic eggs. Great food, homemade, GMO, and many gluten-free. Down Home Grill is open daily, 6 in the morning till 10 at night. Located at the corner of Nutritious and Delicious, Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive in Victorville.